I have two things basically to say to you. The first is that you cannot underestimate how significant the arts are to every human being. It cannot be overstated, and it cannot be said often or loud enough. The second is the extraordinary power you as parents have to make certain that future generations will have the arts in this building and all the buildings in this incredible community. What you think, and secretly, if I could get into each of your minds, I know secretly you have somewhere a little tiny thing that says, never. Here? Never. It could never happen. I'll give you the names of counties and areas and school districts. Their children are devoid of arts. Higher graduation rates will be the result of arts education. And we're not talking about 0.25%. We're talking about a significant amount, from 72.9% to 90.2%. That's not a tiny or insignificant figure that any member of an administration could think, that's not so big a deal. That's a real big deal. SAT scores that are 98 points on average higher in math verbal. 98 points. When I took the SATs, if someone said music will get you 98 points higher, I'd be there twice. I want you to think about it. It develops creativity, enhances cooperative learning, instills self-discipline, concentration, work ethic. Think about this, math. What is music other than graphing? What is foreground and background in a piece of plastic arts? You see, I can't even spell my name so it's legible. I can't. But my mother was a remarkable graphic artist. I don't know if you remember Raggedy Ann and Andy. Do you remember the Golden Books you might have read your kids or read when you were little? That was my mom. Raggedy Ann and Andy were all over my house. I have the original ones in my home. I grew up with an artist who I think is just unbelievable. Art was all over my house. I didn't know anything else. And I remember the day my mom said, honey, you will never be a great artist, so it's really a good thing that you love it and you play the trumpet. And that was her nice way of saying, give it up, because I wanted to be an artist like my mom, but I can't. But I found another way to do it. But think about it, math, the graphing of notation, fractions or rhythm, eye-hand coordination of reading and playing, inflection in speech. It's all of these wonderful things. And I could go through every subject, and your teachers here know it chapter and verse. But I think the most important thing is that we also convince people not just the statistics of what arts education does for our children, not just what we reinforce in the teaching of every other subject, but this one. And that is art, music, drama, dance, the arts for art's sake.